actually on time. For once. No. I am looking at my Discord here for a second. So welcome to Taco Tuesday, and it's map Zine night again. I think this might actually end up being the last night for this, because we're pretty close to finishing. Let's take a look here. So, I've been making some notes, and I am... I've got a few things that I'm actually researching printing it as one giant piece and then putting it together. So I'm going to swap down here in a second, and I've got a couple pages that are pretty much done. A lot of them are going to be just little details. I'm not doing the writing on screen, I'm just doing the drawing, so I'll do the hand lettering once I figure out what I'm doing, but that'll be a surprise. So all my Patreon patrons will get a copy, physically get a copy of this in the mail. All my students are going to get a digital copy because I don't have a way to contact them, and you can't contact them outside of OutSchool, although I've had a couple parents actually find me and message me to ask me if I could tutor their kids. So it's been interesting. But so where we're at is the 9-page zine becomes that big monstrosity, and if you tuned in last time, you saw it up on the corkboard behind me. So what we're doing now is I am going to swap my camera down, and we're gonna start doing our thing here. So let me switch here. And tried to not give you the vertigo. So we will see how this works. I got the clamp too tight, I think. Ah. Whoa. I want to figure out how I can set up, I don't know if it's a second camera or if there's a way that I can do it to where you can see me on the screen, kind of like when I'm gaming. You can see me on the screen and what I'm drawing, so without having to do this. Oh, and I have another, inadvertently, I've got another children's book or a children's story. It's just going to be a little PDF that I'm going to do because of one of my classes. I usually have people start out with a city center when we're doing our class. So I'll do an overall map, and then like today I was explaining that I don't usually use the post-it notes, but I was explaining that they were to find a spot on their map, and that was going to get translated to its own page for cities, because I do cities the second day. And let me get my camera to quit jumping on the focus. My focus needs more focus. Okay, so what I do is I have them pick an area on the map in order to blow this up to full size, and I'll ask them what they want for my city center. So they get to vote on what they want to do. And usually it's a fountain or a statue or some kind of, maybe a government building or some other kind of structure. So I had two of the kids pop up with, we want a statue. I was like, okay, what kind of a statue? Do you want an animal, or do you want, what kind of statue do you want? So 2 of them popped up with a panda and a minotaur. So it's time to meet panda minotaur, pandator. So I am making a sticker and a story for him because he turned out too cute. So this was my statue in the middle of town. And I ended up teaching the kids how to draw other stuff, so I haven't gotten the town finished yet. But so we have a pandator. And I actually have started, in between my classes, I started drawing him out. So that's going to be the next sticker. And I have a feeling I'm going to have to make that into an emote for my Twitch channel. I'm going to make a sticker, so I just think, I don't know, I think it's the face. I think he's just too cute. I like how he turned out, so that made me happy. And I do have new stickers, by the way. I have, dun, dun, dun. I have this one, which is totally Drax's fault from the last time, because I had made the comment that I'd been drawing a really long time, and that I came out of my mom with a box of crayons in my hand, and he's like, "You came out of a box of crayons?" So I ended up doing, so you have like the pride color rainbow going array, and this is maker of all the things. So this is gonna be, this is my next sticker that's coming out. And then I had steampunk on the brain one night and did a Luna moth, and she's got little gears in her background, and she's got her goggles on like any good steampunk moth would. Hey! So I'm showing off my stickers. Hi, Drag. So that's one of the new stickers, and I actually I've got packing tape coming for my packages. So I have my moon bunny and my envelopes and stuff. So I'm doing that, and I also have the new bumper stickers came in. So I have the ones that I did for the brown coats, and these just came in. So I have my other bumper sticker now. It says, "Wear a mask like it's Halloween. Stay safe, stay well." So I will be posting those to my Runmelian page. And I actually need to get my stuff together on my site so that I can actually do sales directly from there. I do have an Etsy shop, but I'm trying to get away from it. Etsy has not been playing nice with people lately. So yeah, that's the new bumper sticker. So I'm very happy with how that turned out. And the other stickers should be here probably within the week. Started doing my fishing village here for my other class. And I am going to wait till Drac can hear me. But I actually did some sketches this morning of my glom spinner. So I'm just going to go page by page and start adding in the stuff that I need. And Val The kitchen smells so good right now, you have no idea. Val is making spaghetti.
And meatballs.
Yep, spaghetti and meatballs. You can't hear me right now. I don't know if you can see that. So I want some other things that I can add into this besides grass. And I want to do some more detail on the trees. So I'm just going to add in little bits and pieces here. This is actually kind of a new way for me to do trees. It wasn't something that I used to do. I've kind of developed different choices as I've been teaching the class. And my style has really improved, I think. It's changed. Which it can, I'm always going to be learning. It can always change, so. Gonna add in some more trees in here. I'm just hoping if they do, I was on another channel. Hey, Gio! I was on another channel earlier, and they were talking about maybe rating me, which would be great. I'm just hoping I'm not inking at the time, because I need to prep in case it gets loud and I get startled. So I have to make sure that my reaction is to lift up, not to go across my page. There's always Photoshop, but how are you doing tonight?
Noodles are perfect.
This might be my last map stream, so I have to figure out what I'm going to do next. Maybe make stickers, do more zines, work on a children's book. I've got 6 children's books I need to illustrate. So Twitch is my excuse to sit here uninterrupted and draw. How has your week been so far? Long week, only Tuesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Well, yeah, I guess Wednesday for you. It's, how late is it? What time is it there? And actually, remind me where you're at. Are you in the UK?
5 hours if it is.
Yeah, so that's probably about right. Yeah, I was pretty sure you were, and I'm just like, there's been so many new people I've met lately. In fact, the streamer I was watching earlier, that Drax, kind of half here, half there, right now. He's also in the UK. Eventually want to get over there. My daughter and I both want to see London. Mostly because she collects Tintin stuff, like the old vintage graphic novel. And there's a Tintin store in London.
The Beatles store in Liverpool.
And Beatles, and yeah. And I do kind of want to do the touristy thing and do the Harry Potter tour, but mostly I'm about, when I travel, I'm very off the beaten path. I'm like, I want to stay with a family that lives there. I want to go do the stuff that they do, the places they eat, and, you know, experience the culture of a place. Yeah. But I mean, like, cafes and, like, you know, cafes and libraries and museums, and, you know, that's my thing. I don't care if I do all the touristy stuff. I mean, there's some places that, yeah, I would, but I definitely don't want to be on a tour that somebody else is dictating when I can't stop and go spend time in the places I want to. Some of the touristy stuff is good, but I agree.
My grandmother's trip to Italy was actually Perillo Tour.
Yeah, Perillo Tours has got some decent stuff.
They left them in the Vatican for quite a while.
Yeah. Well, I actually had that tour set up with EF Tours.
Yeah.
That we had a full day in Rome already, but I had it planned to where we could actually do the entire trip in Rome, with maybe a couple of places. Oh, you live near the Harry Potter tour spot? Cool. Is there more than one? I guess it'd have to be because of filming.
Didn't they film a lot of it in like Ireland or something?
I think a lot of it was probably part of it.
Some of the castles were Irish castles.
Yeah, I think so.
But, pull this bread out.
I think they filmed it in a couple of places. Yeah, as soon as I said that, I'm like, no, of course it's in a couple of places. Diagon Alley and the train station, and I know there's a bunch of other places. There was a tavern, and there's some, I mean, a lot of it's sets too, but southwest of UK, the first Hogwarts was filmed part of the Godric's Hollow. Oh, cool. What city? Yeah, Val and I actually, we did the DNA test, and we both have a huge concentration in Greater London in our DNA test, which I thought was
Greater
cool.
London, and I have Glasgow.
And in Manchester.
Yeah, Manchester.
And Glasgow, and we both have like huge percentage. Mine's like almost half. And then I have like 2% Scottish or 2% Swedish. National Trust area. Oh, okay, cool. No, I mean, what city do you live in? You said southwest of the UK. In the southwest of the UK.
And the friends out here, so. Right out of the oven.
Oh, cool. I actually know where Bath is.
Bath? Yes.
My husband's correcting me.
I'm gonna correct you.
Oh, AZ lives in Bath. Okay, that's funny. Geo and AZ both live in Bath. in Bath or Bath or... I need a pot holder.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. So hubby made dinner tonight. We're having spaghetti and meatballs with like lots of cheese.
If you want shred cheese to pollute it, I'll bring it to you. But
actually, I will hand it to you and let you do it over there because me trying
cheese.
to do it, yeah,
Because cheese.
yeah, and put the bread on another plate or something. That's so funny. You guys live in the same. You say Barth. Gio says Barth.
Barth. Not what I would expect.
So I have some cutesy stuff to show you guys. I mentioned it when I was kind of talking to Air when I started. There was nobody else here yet. I have more stickers coming.
Oh.
I've been doodling. And I actually have...
Work on that other plate until I can wash
thank
one,
you.
so.
Or just a napkin's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
I can do that.
Small world, you gotta come here to meet each other. See, my stream is bringing people together. New friends. Right? See, and you both do art. You guys will have to hook up into a sketch crawl or something. Paint. I've actually, if you guys have been following along with my story, which I know you have on Wednesdays, I started my day drawing monsters. Guess which monster? I have a concept sketched for my glom spin for my story now. My spider creature. It's a bit cartoony than what the actual end of it's gonna look like, but That's so cool. You guys know where stuff is. I love when I run into somebody that has an idea of what I'm talking about. I had somebody that used to know Winter Park, where I grew up, down in Florida, and we actually, we were like comparing notes and talking about cafes that weren't there anymore, and like the old East India Ice Cream Company and the original Banana Republic, when Banana Republic actually had like safari clothes and that kind of thing. I used to love getting their original catalog. They had such cool stuff. And that was like totally my aesthetic. Oddly enough, now it's my daughter's. My daughter loves like the museum, botanical, apothecary kind of thing. So cool. So you guys want to see the glom spin? What they've been dealing with in the tunnels in my Wednesday morning Twitch story. So again, rough sketch, rough idea. So kind of round, fat, bulby body. It's got those poison spikes on it. Stinger, big, long, spindly legs. This is about the scale. And then almost like a torso front. So think kind of like spider centaur. And then this is, it's blind. So I'm going to do it without those. Those aren't really like pupils. They're kind of like just a glare, glint. When I draw it, that'll all be black. So it'll be a little creepier than that. But it's going to have these long, kind of crazy, spindly legs. Like the poisonous spiders that have the really round, fat bodies. And they have those real long, spindly legs. That's kind of what I'm going for. So it'll look like the legs will be, have those like joints. And then kind of like almost like a spindly arm. Cute. I'm okay with spiders most of the time. I like the little jumping spiders because they're cute. But if they're in my territory, they're fair game. Most of the time I'll put them out, but yeah, we have stuff like recluse. Issa, when we were in Florida, got bit by a lesser recluse. And the difference is that if there's fang marks, if there's actual bite marks, do not stop, do not pass go, do not stop to collect $200. Get your butt to the hospital immediately because it's a brown recluse. If it's a lesser recluse, there's no fang marks. This is at least what I was told by somebody who studies spiders. And I knew that, thankfully. And I checked her really good, but she had the whole front of her shin was black, blue, and purple. And she was carrying heat, so it kind of concerned me. And I did honey and baking soda, half and half, equal amounts, and put it on her leg. And 2 hours later, there was nothing like it never happened. Little teeny tiny tinge of yellow, like she was getting over a bruise. But the heat was gone and everything else, so yay for home remedies. But yeah, it made me nervous. The whole time I was like, am I being a bad mom? Should I be taking her to the hospital right now? I really am, I was doubting my skills. I hate when that happens. Because it's like I was pretty sure, and I always go with my gut, so start doubting myself, and it's like, ugh. Oh, I've had one. I remember growing up, I came out my front door, and thankfully I stopped because one had made an actual brown recluse had made a giant web across in front of our front door. And if I had walked into it, that would have been a bad day. That would have been a very bad day. So I'm going to put grass in amongst the trees, and I'm probably going to do some stippling in here too. Yeah, we have Florida, the ones that I thought were really cool were the banana spiders. They'll pretty much leave you alone, but they have these long spindly legs, and they're really pretty colors. It's like this banana yellow. Lots of green and stuff in them. They're really neat. They don't bother you. They don't do anything. They just kind of chill and eat bugs, which is awesome. It's like, eat away, my friend. I don't know if you can hear me or not, Drac, but that would be good. It's like, drag them over. He said he was going to try and raid. Aww. So I'm low in volume. Let me see here. Can you guys hear me better now? Can you hear me better now? I'll see if I can pull in from my headset. Okay. Okay, good. Might have just been me. I've got the headset on so I can hear in case, because I missed it the one time. I think when AZ joined Patreon, I missed the little signal. I didn't know it was I knew it was connected to Twitch, but I didn't know that if somebody subscribed to my Patreon that it would play a fanfare and do a thing. And I missed it because I didn't have my headset on at the time. So do you think Anchor will actually... I know, it scared the crap out of me too. It was pretty funny. So, Drac, is Anchor gonna raid? Reason I'm asking is because if it startles me, I don't want to go across my page. So I want to know ahead of time if he's gonna raid. Unexpected contour on the map. Oh, he's gonna stay for another hour. Okay. He sounded like he was like gonna fall asleep face first into the thing. It was so funny. Genuinely nice guy. Anchorbite. He does Minecraft stream, and I started playing on his server for a few minutes earlier. I did 4 classes today, and I was just like, I need a gaming break. And Drac told me about him because Drac was in over on his stream. So have you known him as long as Andy, or? Oh, he said be right back. Because we met Drac on another Minecraft streamer's stream. Drac is the reason I am able to work right now. And Issa. Issa, by the way, came out with the cutest stickers. Oh my gosh, you're gonna freak. They are absolutely precious. So she's been running D&D for us, and she's doing a homebrew campaign and has been coming up with characters. So Issa made a character, and then she made a chibi version. And this is the chibi version. Jack, that's Issa's new sticker. She said that we might run into her as an NPC. I was blown away, though. As soon as everybody saw it, it was just like, oh my gosh. So that is her sticker, her new sticker, and I have these coming, which, Drac, you remember you made the comment when I was talking about how long I'd been drawing, and that I came out of my mom with a box of crayons in my hand, and then I made the comment that thankfully for her I didn't, because that would be uncomfortable. And you said, you came out of a box of crayons? So I made a sticker. I did a thing. So it says maker of all the things down this side. And then, of course, 1969 was when I was born. And it's got the moon rabbit. And I got the pride colors on the crayons. So I figured I could send you one and send one for your daughters. Your daughter and her wife. And then I've got another one that it's a steampunk Luna moth. She's got little goggles and she has gears built into her wings, the pattern. So those are stickers that are coming. Yep. It's Luna Punk. And then I've got new bumper stickers that just came in. It says, wear a mask like it's Halloween. Stay well, stay safe. Or stay safe, stay well. I've got some brown coat ones. Brown coat version says, don't be a reaver. Wear your Goram mask. Or wash your Goram hands is what it says. Let's see if I can get one here. So that's my brown coats one. Because I run the Kentucky brown coats. Oh no. How's your back feeling? Is it doing better? I've done that before where it's like, ugh. Yeah, I run the Kentucky brown coats. I run the big group here. I do have honorary brown coats in different countries and different states. So if you would like to be an honorary Kentucky brown coat, you are more than welcome to join. And also I have a Patreon for not only Ren Million, but I have one for the brown coats, and all my brown coats and my Ren Million people get stickers when they come out. So all my brown coats are getting bumper stickers and stuff. And I will mail to the UK. So just a thought. But I also sell them too, though. So if you don't want to do a subscription or anything, you are more than welcome to holler at me, and I will send you a brown coat care package. So if you want to send me, oh sweet, I was looking at those the other day on Amazon, and I'm really thinking about picking them up. I've got the, or actually, is that the comic or is that the book? It's the book, right? I'm also, if I can figure it out, I'm going to start doing an episode night watch party on Facebook. Or not Facebook, Caster. Oh, I was telling you if you remembered when you said something about me coming out of a box of crayons. Because I finished the sticker. And the crayons are Pride colors. And it says maker of all the things down the side. I have a holographic version coming, but this version is coming too as a regular sticker. And then I have a steampunk Luna Moth with their little goggles. And the other bumper stickers came today. I just did show and tell a second ago, but this is the other one I showed you, I think. This is wear a mask like it's Halloween. Do you want one of these too? Because I've got your other one packaged up to mail out. Because I'm mailing out tomorrow. And then the other stickers are coming in the mail, so I'll definitely send you a few of the rabbit one. I know, I don't want to assume though. I don't want to just assume that anything I make, because I can crank stuff out all day long, dude. You don't want to tell me that. I'll take one of everything you make. It's like, you don't understand. It's like, what are you doing? I'm making about 50 stickers this weekend because I got somebody that wants everything. Yeah, exactly. Hey, he sent me a massive parcel. I don't know if you know this or not, but he probably, I don't think we'd known you a month yet, Drac. He sent me an Alienware computer. My daughter got my old one. My old one died on her, and then he chipped in to help me get a new one for her. So, yeah. Big parcel. I should be like sending you one of everything I make for life for free. So I had showed this when I was pretty much in here by myself. My students in my last class, or next to class, it was my 2 o'clock class. I always ask them when I do cities the second day, what it is that they would like me to draw as my city center. And usually it's an animal. Like one of them, I've got a lake in the middle of my city that is, I asked them what they wanted, if they wanted a fountain, a statue, what did they want me to draw. So one of them popped up with statue, and then everybody's like, oh yeah, statue. And I was like, okay, what should I make the statue? What animal? It can be fictional, it can be a real thing. I've gotten dragon, squirrel. I've got a lake with a giant rubber ducky in it. I've got one that has a bunch of fish in it. So it just varies. And today I had two of the boys pop up at the same time with panda and minotaur. So welcome to the Panda Tour. It's going to be a sticker, and it's probably going to be a story. And apparently he's a fishing deity. He's a fishing god. I was just like, oh my gosh, he turned out so cute. And I'm like, I didn't have my glasses on, so I'm sitting there trying to draw him. And I'm trying not to giggle the whole time. So, it's a pandatar. I need to give him like a little oxtail coming out the back. So he's going to be a sticker. I might actually, hey, what I could do for my Twitch stream, because I'm working on making badges for everybody, is I could do the panda head with the horns as one of my, or the panda himself as one of my little emoji things. Because I've started drawing him. In fact, I did it after class. I've started sketching him. Hang on, let me adjust this. So that's what he's looking like so far. He's so cute, his little face. So I'm gonna add in some stipple in here, I think. I'm just going page by page to figure out what I need to do. Let's zoom in a little bit. So I was thinking about what I'm gonna do next, and I'm thinking with copyright, I'm already risking somebody walking with my story on Wednesdays. Although it's obvious proof that I've written it because I've got video, but it's a matter of, do I want to work on one of the children's books before they're copyrighted, before they're done. I do have lurkers on my channel, so I don't know everybody. It was good to catch you too. Glad you're feeling better. Love you bunches. Check me out tomorrow if you get a chance. The 10 a.m. Wordy Wednesday. Get some sleep, sleep well, sweet dreams, stay safe. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, Drac. I could go without tech, but I could not go without my analog time. I like my drawing time, my doodle time. It's my zen. And I consider everything I draw a doodle. So even when it's work, it's not really work. It doesn't really feel like work. I'm trying to think what else I can add in here. I do want to stipple more sand, I think. And I need to add in some shading on my squid. I'm going to do it in the shades of gray colored liras that I got. There's my popper. Hey, sweetheart. I'm going to do some shade work with the liras now. And then come back and stipple some more stuff. Yeah, I need to start eating. Because it smells killing me. It's really good. It's so good. So I want this to be something that people can color, but at the same time I do want to do a little bit of shade work here and there. So this is a shades of gray set if you're into colored pencils. So it's got all the different shades of gray all the way to a really, really light gray, and then the white, colors are really nice though. And they're kind of a soft pencil. Oh, AZ, did you do another version of that? You were talking about doing another version of the fire. I saw 2 of them. They were both really cool. That second one was just wow. But I still liked that kind of the points on the first one. I think you were gonna do a hybrid. Cool. Yeah, post them in the share here. I might make an art. Should I make a separate art channel in Discord? Yeah, because I could totally make one for like share_art and share_writing. I'm very much a lift as you climb kind of person, so I'd be happy to give people a leg up. Wow, those are cool. I don't know which one I like more. The bottom one just has like this comic book sun blast explosion kind of feel. Oh, did I show you guys last time? I think I've done it since... I think I've done it since Tuesday. I don't know. You guys might have seen it already. Did I show you guys the crosshatch that I was doing now for the mapping? Did you guys see that? I love how these shade. I think where else? Okay, and just trying to add a little bit of depth here and there to stuff. Okay, so I think that one is done except for the text. So just that. I'm going to add some detail to the trees on this one. This is the cover. Or once it's folded, it'll be the cover. So what are you guys up to? What you doing, Drac? Just hanging out? Thank you. admittedly, I'm going to be very happy when it's done. Because I really want to see it in its full glory. All put together on a wall, you know. And I'm going to research blueprint printers online and see if I can get it printed out into one sheet. And then what I'll do is I'll cut it a certain way so that it folds over. So, like I can cut it here, here, and here, and then accordion fold the whole thing. So I've got to play around with it and see what I can do, how I can get that to work. Because opening it up like a regular zine, it's going to be printed one side. I can't double print it, because if I do, then you're not going to be able to see the other pages with the maps. Unless I add in more text or something and do something on the other side, which is a possibility. Or I can make it so that the kids can write in. You know, you guys can write in so that it's, you know. Oh! Startled me. Anchor! Hey guys. I'm glad that I've trained myself to like lift up and not go, whoa. That's okay. Hey Mello. It was. Like I said, I'm glad I've trained myself to lift up with the pen instead of going right across the page. Thank you guys. Aw. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. So cool. So you guys get to see what I'm working on. Yes. I know. You're my Mellow, right? So I teach map making to K-12 kids online. And I hit 100 maps at the end of March 26th. And so I decided to make them something. And my Patreon patrons will get a copy of this printed. They're going to get digital copies. And I've got little post-it notes on here. But I did this cover first. And yeah, sorry, May 26th. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Yay, I got another remote too. Thank you. Mwah. I say, Anchor, meet my real life husband, Popper Knight, is in here. And then, of course, Drac, you know. So, I did this first. And this is the front and back cover. It's a zine, which is a handmade magazine. Okay. So, I decided to do something like this. The entire thing folds apart into a 9-page zine. So I'm making all these pages that match up. Thank you for the follow so much. Hey, Rach. So I got my big smiley squid over here. And I was just adding in some details. So that's page 1, which links into page 2, which links into, there's 9 pages total. I'm going to revamp my volcano because I don't like my volcano. So that hooks into page 3. And then this one, I'm going to have hand lettering and stuff on everything too. And it's all the stuff that I teach the kids how to draw. So that one will fit in with the bottom of this one. Like that. And then I got my little fishing village with my little fishing god. And then my skeleton key, which this is the key, of course, for the map that fits in with this, which is my maelstrom. So that'll be my key. So I got my big maelstrom on that bottom corner. And this is actually a logo that I came up with, that you were talking about, the anchor with the N. That ended up starting that. So it's N for North, R for Redmillion, and NR for No Return. So the whole piratey thing. No, not yet. A sample of all the fabric. Yeah. Yeah, I've got some of the fabric too. So I'll pull that out in a second. So this is, I taught them how to do an inset. So if you're looking at it straight, if you're standing on the ground and looking at it, and then this is a cave. And I've got my ruins. And I had a friend of mine that was in stream, and so I drew her mom a crested gecko, and because it's so huge, I had to do a circus tent next to it. So that is going to be this whole thing. So I was talking about it being on one sheet and then cutting it so that it can be folded every which way. And a zine, let me see if I've got one here. I will be shocked if I don't. Yeah, this is almost blank. I've got a couple of notes on it, but this is a sample of a zine. So it's one page. I teach these on how to make them, and it's a booklet. So I'm kind of going with that, with something like that with this. But yes, I do design fabric. So this is the one I was posting before, and it's actually kind of a peachy orange color. It's not coming up on camera, so I'll have to take photos of it. I think it came out better in Discord. So this is just kind of my doodle. So I've got a squirrel and a fish and a cat and a dog and a snail and kind of a Frankenstein lady over here. Just kind of a doodle, and a little nerd with a pencil and a house and a brainiac. That's me first thing in the morning before coffee. And then and then this one I actually did. I teach a surface pattern design class also. And this is one I actually did in class. So there's that. This is one of my older ones. They didn't print it the right size. The pattern should actually be closer to this size. Thank you guys. This made my night. So this is cotton. So this is like quilting material, cotton. And I've sold a couple of these patterns to local quilting groups, and they get the licensing for a year, and then the licensing reverts back to me. So there's that. And the stack. So there's actually, hey Dee Dee, thank you so much for the follow. So this one I just got back in a smaller print. In fact, it's right here. So this is the teeny tiny little print that turned out so cute. Is this one. And then this is the heavier canvas of that other material. And then there's that one, which I kind of want to go smaller on that. This one my daughter once made into a dress. And I think somebody said you sew, Rach. And then my pine cones. Now these I sketched out in a sketchbook, and then I took a photo and put it into Procreate and did the rest of it. Aww. You guys are just so sweet. Thank you. And then this is my Ginkgo Leaves. This one I didn't do, but I had to get it because it was just cute. This is somebody else did this one, so goals. But, and this is probably one of the first ones I did, I think, the pomegranates. And I did different colors. These are the two that I sold to the quilting group. And it was actually me trying to improve my skills with watercolors. Spoonflower has them, and I want to say it's either 45 or 60 inches wide. I think some of them are 60 inches wide. Your food never came. Oh no! I would feed you some of mine. And this one I was playing around with the fabric because I'm going to make scarves. But this was kind of a print I was just kind of messing around with. It's a mandala with an acorn at the center and leaves. So I'm actually making this into a smaller print. But Spoonflower's out of North Carolina. You can order it by the yard or by the fat quarter. This was me testing out the fabric again. And the whole quote is, a terrarium is nature's way of whispering, I'm here. So it's my little characters and stuff. And then I printed this the first time, but they printed it too big, so I did it again, and this is the way it's supposed to be right here. This one, this one was also something I did in Procreate in my actual surface pattern design class that I did. So there's that. And then also in class, and hang on a second, because I know you guys haven't really seen me. The people that know me have seen me, and I have to show you my big bunny rabbit. My UK people may know a company called Jellycat. I have a nap bunny. So hang on one second. I'm going to switch you guys around. Hang on. So you don't get vertigo, I'll cover it. So, hi! And this is my Jellycat bunny. This is my nap bunny. This is when I'm in between classes. And I can just kind of check email and I can rest here. But he was so cute, I had to have him. So, he still has his Jellycat tag on him. So, I got this big box from England that was my Jellycat. So. But he sits over here and keeps me company. And I think the kids like him too, is they're not expecting a teacher to come on camera with toys all over her desk. Because I have box trolls. You gotta have box trolls. And I have my little tea drinking Lego guy here, who complete with mustache and, let me see if I can find it. Get my focus to work here. Complete with mustache and cup of tea. So, and I have a Minecraft chicken and a Minecraft spider on my desk, along with an ATST. If I can find it. Oh. So I have my Minecraft spider and my spy chicken. on my desk. Who's as big as my ATST. So all the toys. But I'm a game designer, so I'm allowed. And this is what I was talking about, Anchor, with, that's my logo. So, and it actually, that's one of my surface patterns. And it actually says my title on here is Instigational Motivator. So I do all the things. So pattern in paper and publish and all that. Hi, Kiwi. Kiwi's your real name? That's cool. So I was sharing with everybody earlier. I have new stickers coming. And my daughter did a really cute sticker. So this is one of my little steampunk Luna moth. And my, thanks to Drac, my box of crayons. Doobie Tommy. Are you a Firefly fan by any chance, Anchor? The TV show, Firefly Serenity? K-12 is middle school, high school here. So it's basically, I've had kids as young as 9 in my class. I know that there's, it's kindergarten through high school, through the end of high school. I haven't had anybody really younger than 8, I think. I've tutored 2 or 3 10, 11-year-olds, and I have a lot of students that have been asking me to tutor privately, but I teach Procreate, I teach map illustration, surface pattern design, storyboarding. I might teach a screenwriting class, as my master's degree is actually screenwriting. For gaming, animation, film, and television. And then my grad certificate is instructional design and technology. So it's basically using modern tech to create educational curriculum, including gaming. So I'm actually developing a game for my book. My thesis was a script. And so I have a paranormal thriller coming out before the end of the year with any luck. I'm behind on my revisions because I've been teaching so much, but that is my book cover. I'm a book designer, so I did it. But it says, every family has their secrets. This family houses everybody else's. Everyone else's. And then it says Pawn to King 4 in the thing. It says stalemate. Yes, all right. My stream actually on Wednesdays, 10 a.m. is me writing. I've been pantsing a novel. I'm on chapter 24, I think. And anybody who contributes words to the story. So if you hang out with me on Twitch on the 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time stream on Wednesday mornings, and you contribute 3 to 5 words, you'll get your name in the acknowledgments in the book. And I own a small publishing company, so I'm self-publishing it, and I will have that out hopefully later this year. So you can ask Drac and Popper. I do all the things, and I really do all the things. I get the whole, is there anything you haven't done question a lot. And there's lots of stuff I haven't done, but there's lots of stuff I have done. So, and Popper, I'm going to brag on Popper for a minute. My husband in real life, Val, has written 3 books. We are in revisions on the first one. And after he wrote it, I actually bought 2 copies. So 2 printed copies. And so this is my husband's book that I designed. and it says pre-edit copy. So there's only 2 of these in existence, one for me and one for him. It's about 400 pages, and that is my hubby. Although he's very beard-like right now. He has a full beard. But it's a centuries-old church inquisitor roams Europe in search of 4 artifacts that could change the fate of his order in the world. Seeking to protect their investment, the church assigns him a bodyguard, a corrupted assassin that he made and abandoned in a previous life that has her own agenda. So that is hubby's book. So as soon as we can get the revisions done on that, that will be out. And I have 2 other novels waiting in the wings and 6 children's books. 7 actually, if you count the one that my daughter's going to illustrate for me. So yes, I do all the things. So you should get with me. I can so give you lots of advice on the self-publishing thing. I've been working in and around the publishing industry since the mid-90s, and I can also give you leads on... I need a big raid to get. Aw, thank you. Oh, bye, AZ. Productive day, tired, nice seeing you. Awesome. Have some words ready for me. Bye, sweetheart. Mwah. AZ pops into my, she comes into my writing stream all the time and contributes words for that. So I have somebody that in Greece that he's getting some sleep, hopefully. I know I slip sometimes, I'm sorry. But he is in Greece and hangs out with me on my writing chat especially. Cool. Yeah, I've got screenwriting experience. I've got writing experience. I've been doing all of this, all the things, for 34 years now. And I just turned 50 last year, so. And now my daughter does stuff too. She calls herself an original remix. She's my mini-me. But she definitely has her own twist on things, and she's pretty spectacular, if I say so. But yeah, so I write too. But I write and I draw, and I started out doing stuff for myself because I either couldn't afford to hire somebody else, or I had people that were like, oh yeah, I can build it for you for free on the weekend, yeah, and then they never did anything because it's never as important to them as it is to you. So I started learning, taught myself web design, taught myself how to do logos, taught myself how to do all of it. I did my first logo when I was a junior in high school, and horrible mistakes, and the guy offered me $200 to do it and said, I love it, love the concept, come here for a second, and then showed me where because I had just hand drawn, it was 1986, I had hand drawn this thing and was so proud of having it inked and done and everything, and he took it over to the photocopier and blew it up 200%, and you could see all the mistakes and everything, and I was just like, oh. I was like, okay, well, I lost that gig. And he's like, nope, clean this up for me, I'll take it, love it, I'll write you a check for $200. And I'm like, in 86, that was huge, especially because it was my first one. So and it just kind of fell down the rabbit hole since then. And I had somebody nickname me a Renaissance chameleon because they said jack of all trades was too plain for me. And when I got my website and I shortened it to Renmelion, it stuck. And that's been years and years and years and years. So, but I'm going to give you guys vertigo again for a second. Whee! And flip my camera around so I can get back to drawing and talking. So I wish I had a setup to where I could be on camera and do the video down too, but I'd have to have 2 cameras running, and I don't think that would work. So, but yeah, I'm more than, I don't take clients anymore. am finishing up a book for and a deck for somebody, and I am more than happy to help. I'm very much a lift as you climb kind of person, and so, you know, if I can help somebody, it always comes around. I'm always blessed in one way or another, and it most certainly did when I met Drac. I know him a month, and he sends me an Alienware computer. So, it's craziness. All because of Minecraft, because I met him on Andy Iziota's stream. And now I've met the wonderful Anchor and all of Anchor's crew. It's so awesome. I love when I find good people. And I know Drac wasn't going to waste time with anybody that wasn't, yes, you. So we're looking forward to Drac coming and hanging out and staying with us when all this cruddy crud is over. Although I don't know if it's ever going to be over. But it just means I will teach online forever and continue to draw. And we'll continue to play D&D online with friends on Zoom. So what is everybody up to other than hanging out and listening to me ramble while I do little dots on my page? Ask me anything. I know, and I am glad. So this is Q&A time. Go ahead and ask me anything you want. And yes, this is going to be a little ram here. I just haven't figured out what I'm going to do with him yet. So I got a little mountain goat. Looking to writing a book and I have a good dark web track a missing person. Ooh. Nice. I have been, I will forever be a student, and I'm actually taking a ton of courses and stuff online. I have the masterclass series, and I just finished with David Baldacci's thriller class, and before that I did the thriller class for Dan Brown, and both of them are great. Baldacci really hit home on some things for me, but both classes are really, really good. If you do it though, don't do the one-by-one class kind of thing. Get the annual membership, because then you've got access to everything, and there's all sorts of writing classes and everything else on there. It doesn't matter how old you are. There is an 11-year-old, or was an 11-year-old, that had a New York bestseller. So, do not even sweat the age thing. Yes, you'll have to work harder to promote yourself for people to take you seriously at that age. But your work kind of speaks for itself if it's good. So, you'll have to get your parents to help you with, I know here at least, you got to be 18 to do stuff, but I can hook you up with resources to be able to print it and get it published to where you'll have access to bookstores, will have access to buy it. And the biggest thing is I don't do the whole sell thing. I'll talk about my work, but I am not a car salesman with stuff. I love what I do. I'm really passionate about what I do, and I just share stuff. I'm just like, you know, hey, this is my process. Hey, this is, I can teach you how to do this. You know, I've always been like that. And so there's a art agent named Lila Rogers that I follow, and her thing is, her quote is, people buy your joy. So if you love what you do and you share behind the scenes and you involve other people, and it shows, and then people are drawn to your work because you're involved with it. And for me, it's building community. That's why I started Patreon. That's why I started doing Twitch. I do game on Twitch. I just haven't done it in a while because I've been finishing up client stuff, and I can't really finish up client stuff and say I don't have any time when I'm in Minecraft all the time. So I can't really do that. I gotta finish my stuff first. Don't think I want to head into professional hobby type being coding teacher. Oh, cool. I actually, I've been working with computers or around computers since high school. We had the old Trash 80 TRS-80 computers with the green screens. I did tech support for years, and I tested the first voice activated system, but I used to do it full time. I've edited software manuals and the whole thing. And website coding, dude, I crank the heavy metal or crank Prodigy or Rammstein or some good Viking style music or something and toss in and start coding. I love coding websites, and I'm learning to do a 2D game in Unity right now. Is one of the classes that I'm taking. I told you I'd do all the things. I'm crazy like that. Pretty much anything I can get supplies for, I can do. I've not done airbrush. I don't think I really want to do airbrush. Just the idea of, even with a respirator, breathing in paint into my lungs, I don't know. I love it, but I gotta get my glasses. Oh, hey Drac, I started my postage stamp collecting thing again. I has postage stamps. I actually had somebody who used to get me postage stamps from the post office in Trafalgar Square. So I have all these first day issue sets from them. In fact, I have a ton of stamps from the UK. Yeah, I found the professional sleeves online. And this is where I'm at right now. I'll show you real quick. So I have sorted out by country, but I have probably a good half of this full of stamps. I have like 3 or 4 pages that are UK or South Africa. Thanks for the follow, Dee Dee. So I have probably about that much. So it's about half full. These are the Italian ones. There's some really cool stamps in here though, and I love all the history and everything, so. Wonder how many followers I'm up to. This is awesome. I was saying, make sure you guys join it over on my Discord too. Jack, if you could drop that in there. I can't get to my keyboard from where it's at. My Discord and my Patreon. I'm Red Million everywhere, literally. I think the only thing that's not Red Million is my Pinterest board. And that's under AM Salvaggio, but everything else is... Everything else is Red Million. Facebook, Instagram, all that. Patreon, my Patreon people get stickers and zines and coloring pages every month. And snail mail. So I'm always sending packages out. And I have, I design card decks, so I have card games. So I do that too. I'm getting ready to do a Kickstarter for a dinosaur deck that I made two versions. I made a small hands version so I can donate decks to Children's Hospital. Hey, Hunter! Aww. Thank you, Anchor. You guys are spoiling me. This is awesome. But yeah, I have a couple of card decks that I designed, and I actually have to be really careful if you use, I know, it startles me every time. I have to be really careful when I use my iPad, because I did 2 decks in 2 days. Yes, I'm that person. So I designed both of these card decks in 2 days. And I was okay. So good, you've got food? Are you food? Aw. So I did this one the first day, and then I did this one the second day. And this one was a pressure brush. And because of how I was holding my iPad, when I was doing the pressure, it was twisting my arm just a little bit each time. I ended up with tennis elbow. I couldn't use my arm for 2 months. It's actually something called iPad elbow, no joke. So I have to make sure when I'm drawing that I have it down on a flat surface or up on a stand. So if you have an iPad and you draw in it, make sure you are careful. I avoided permanent damage, thankfully, but if you guys are Firefly fans, I run the Kentucky Browncoats, and so I made this little deck, and of course I have my little leaf on the wind reference. I have to be careful of copyright because of Disney, because they own it now. I still say Kaylee needs to be a Disney princess, but so I've got it that there's 4 extra cards. There's a how to play, there's the Patreon thing, there's a thing about the Browncoats with the group, there's a sponsor card, and then the rest is all Stegs and Cerrato, which is a Ceratosaurus and a Stegosaurus, and it's the 2 dinosaurs that the pilot Wash plays with at the beginning of the episode. So that's Cerrato. I have a bowling shirt right now that says, "Oh, the betrayal," which the 2 dinosaurs and the pilot playing with them, the scene is called the betrayal scene, because it's, we'll call it this land, and oh, we should call it to your grave. Oh, the sudden but inevitable betrayal. So that's the big joke with that. So the bowling shirt says, oh, the betrayal, and it's him with his little arms looking down at a bowling ball, and then Steggs is on the other side with a bowling ball stuck on on his scale. So I have my Firefly reference in there, and on both of these guys, and I'm doing plush toys, and I'm doing fabric patterns, so you can get like dinosaur pajamas, but there's all sorts of fun stuff that I've designed, plush toys, the whole nine. I'm working on an animation where it's him actually rolling the ball. So I did this, and the whole point is for me to do it for Children's Hospital. So these are too big. This was my prototype original, which this is going on auction in July with CSTS, which is the group that does the global licensing for the Serenity movie. And so that's my original prototype, and then I made this because this was too big to fit on a hospital tray and play. It's a pairs matching game. So you flip cards over, you find a pair, and you keep it. If you don't find a pair, then you flip them back over, and you have to find all the pairs. But it's called Memory or Concentration. It was called Memory, I think, when I was a kid. But they make a smaller hex deck. So these are not proportionate yet. I have to go in and change the artwork around on these so that it's more the size that it needs to be. But this beta tested perfect for little hands. So this is the little hand side. So these and the corrected version of this will be the Kickstarter. And then I did this because Moon Rabbit, and this was the prototype. But the smaller one is actually going to be a domino, what they call a domino size deck. And again, it's 26 cards, 13 pairs, and this is going to be the little hands size, is going to be this. So that's what those two are. And then I have a prop deck because I do cosplay, and I'm working on a crone character that is an orc, because we have an orcs group here locally. So we're also part of the airship Caduceus, which is a steampunk group out of Lexington, and I have a crone on the ship, so this can be used for either of them. This is it's supposed to look like a tarot deck. It's tarot size, all my artwork, but I did it so it's actual playing cards. So it's stars, sticks, stars, twigs, moons, and spheres. So this was the prototype deck for that. So my crone has a deck, and then I'm developing some other ones. I'll probably have a deck for each one of my children's books with my characters, because I'd like to do that. And then this is actually a smaller Lenormand deck that I did. The child card I actually did is that is a silhouette of my daughter with one of my surface patterns that I showed you guys as her headband. And that is acrylic painted on rice paper. So what I'll do is I'll paint designs and then photograph them and use them in my iPad for different backgrounds and stuff. And I can do marbled paper for the end papers and do the surface patterns for the children's books. So I'll focus in on doing one surface pattern design, and it'll work for prints, stickers, postcards, stationery, all sorts of stuff. So, I love what I do. I have a lot of fun. I get to draw all day and teach, so it's fun. So seriously, if there's anything I know how to do that you guys want to learn how to do, let me know and I will do it for my Tuesday night art stream. Because after this map is done, I'm debating on what I'm going to do next. And I can do bookbinding, I can do zines, which those are the handmade magazines. I can do all sorts of stuff. And you guys can hang out and chat and hang out. I am going to start gaming though too. Right now I'm playing Path of Empire? What's the name of the game? Path of Exile. Path of Exile. I can't think straight. I taught all day. Path of Exile, Minecraft. We do play Old Republic.
Ooh, the clouds look like some like
Yeah, I haven't played it in a while. Val. It's been a couple of days. Actually, no, I played it last night. But it's been a day. I need my button. I have a button that I made that I designed that says, "I'm sorry I can't brain today. I have the dumb." I need to be wearing it right now. Art or writing? I love both for so many different reasons that I really like
technically the same thing in a way.
combining.
Art form in its own right.
Yeah, they're both art forms, and that is my daughter in the background. My desk is in the kitchen, so I get visited by everybody.
Sorry, I was putting things away.
But I love projects where I can combine the two. So doing like mixed media collage and doing surface pattern design and doing publishing and all of that together, where I get to design stuff for, do character design for the children's books and come up with, storyboards and just all of it. I'm a creativity junkie, and I really like just about everything I do has some kind of a charitable angle. I really like supporting community. I really like, a lot of it, and even on my Patreon, it says that, I'm just. Jack says hi. On my Patreon, my video is basically I'm trying to create more community and more positivity in the world that my daughter's growing up in. I've been homeschooling her since she was 3. She's getting a college education without the college debt.
So nice.
Which she appreciates, thankfully. And she is Rock Paper Fox on she games also, and she's going to be starting, she just started her Discord, and she's going to be starting a Twitch, and she's actually joined me in, I think we played Old Republic on Twitch. I'm actually not going to color it. I'm going to leave it so that other people can color it, but I might do, I've had a couple of people ask me if I was going to do it in color, and I might do a watercolor version and do it as like a deluxe edition thing. I don't know.
Ooh,
Like a series of 100.
art book kind of situation.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Well, it depends on if I can get the printer and how much it's going to cost for something the size that I need it. The other thing that I can do is, like I said, I can come up with like some written content, maybe instruction or something that I can just print it on thicker paper and have it so that it's, because the original concept is this, that it's a half-page zine that you can open up and do all the pages, and then you take the staples out and put it up to pull it together as a map. No, this is totally out of my brain. This is totally made up. But yeah, I would print this black and white for two reasons, because I like people being able to interact with my work, so having them color it and seeing all the different iterations that people come up with. And it's cheaper to print in black and white, so I will probably do that, but I would not be opposed to doing, because I know I want to color it. It would be most likely watercolor pencils, because I have more control with the pencil tip, but I can add water to it and make it into paint. And my sea monster is the way it is because I was always into the Loch Ness Monster. And at one point somebody had posted a photo of the supposed Loch Ness Monster, and it looked like it had like giraffe horns on his head. So that's where that came from.
They look like a snail.
It looks like a snail.
Yeah, because of the fact that it has like that longish snout with the
Oh, do that as a badge? Do my little sea monster as a badge? I'll have to do that.
Oh my gosh, that would be adorable.
Well, I'm gonna do the panda tour. I have to show you guys. If you guys weren't here when you saw this, when I talked about this earlier, I let my kids decide what goes in my city center when I'm drawing. So for my map, I teach them the first day how to do an overall map from top down. The next day is city, so they have to zoom in on one part of their map and draw it on another piece of paper. Well, I asked them what I should put in the middle of my city center, and they said a statue. And I said, okay, what animal? Two of them popped up at the same time. One said a panda, and the other one said a minotaur. So, welcome to the panda tour, who is apparently also a fishing god. And he's going to be a sticker, and he is probably going to be one of my badges, because he turned out so cute. So the panda tour
My mom's sense of humor.
will probably be a thing. I'm gonna add a little like cow tail to him too.
You're gonna add a what?
A cow tail.
Oh my gosh.
I love that my daughter loves my weirdness. Uh-oh, she's had an idea. Huh?
Purglin is a sticker.
The purglin, Fluffy, yeah.
Fluffy is a sticker.
Isa came up, my daughter Isa came up with a homebrew creature in our D&D game that looks like a pug, but it is most definitely not a pug.
It's so
It's
great.
just taking the form of a pug.
It's so great, and they just found out what its true form is. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be awful. Okay.
It would make Cthulhu run. Put it that way.
Well, what's funny is Cthulhu is Dad's character's patron.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
So she runs our D&D game on Sundays on Zoom. The Horns Over the Ear, yeah.
I'm working on actually making a Twitch stream.
Yeah, she's working on Patreon plans and
Coming year.
Twitch, and so we're gonna be doing some mother-daughter gaming.
I will at some point need mods.
Well, you've got me, Drac, and Popper, so I think you're fine so far.
Yeah.
Especially with me, I've modded stuff. I used to run the LARP groups down in Florida for Guru and Werewolf. In fact, I founded the Guru chapter. And I was the one you didn't want to mess with. It's like, if you're too attached to your piece of paper, you don't need to be playing in my game. So I put people on timeout. Whoa, I forgot to adjust that back, didn't I? I looked up and I was like, whoa, wait a minute. It's foggy.
Sorry about the noise. I'm just
No, you're fine.
doing a thing.
Go on with your bad self.
I'm gonna go and run this because I haven't gotten to it yet.
So, but yeah, if you can't tell, we're a very, very nerdy household.
I'm literally wearing a Star Wars shirt. That's how nerdy I am.
She's wearing the Table of Elements chemistry shirt that's Star Wars.
It's fantastic.
We're also part of the 501st. She is gonna work on she's gonna be doing a gender bent Commander Cody. I'm working on Vaishesmar
I'm actually
and
not doing gender bend.
Satine.
I'm just doing it to where surprise.
Yeah. She just wants to freak people out.
You're like, oh, that dude looks so cool.
And then,
Hi.
yeah, take the armor off, take your bucket off, and it's like, hi. And I'm looking at possibly doing Twi'lek and doing Hera from Rebels. So, and then my husband, I'm married to Kenobi. So,
He can also do Kanan, so that way.
yeah, you could probably. His hair as long as it is right now. It'd work if I can get him in a ponytail. Gotta do Kanan, Popper, if I do Hera.
And Kanan's also has a beard in later seasons.
Yeah, he does, actually. So I think this one's almost done once I finish these trees. Except for my little ram, I'm gonna come back to him. I'm a little too shaky tonight to try and do...
This stuff is so cute.
One thing that you guys might be interested in, that since I can't have my event in real life this year, I'm doing Train Job online. So if you're a Firefly fan, Firefly. So if you're a Firefly fan, I have an event that I'm doing in October, and this will be our 3rd year doing it. But we do Train Job. Yay for food! What'd you order? What'd you get? But Train Job is a literal 2.5-hour train ride with a 4-course dinner and a custom written whodunit Firefly style. Me being the person who wrote the whodunit. So the first year we did it, I made a Firefly Clue style game that was the whodunit, and unfortunately we didn't get to play it because we were eating the entire 2.5-hour train ride. The food is so good. The prime rib, no lie, the prime rib was like this big. It was amazing.
Now it's smaller.
Now it's half the size, and I still can't eat the whole thing. Because I got, what was it, the pork with the balsamic and I can't stand Brussels sprouts. They had it with the pork the one year. I could not get enough of them. They were so good. The chef he can make dirt taste good. So, the next year, last year, we did the same thing, only I did it through the mail. And I was afraid that I had made the puzzles too easy. They were still working on the Playfair cipher on the train, and we were halfway back to the station. before anybody solved it. So I was like, okay, that worked. So this year it's going to be totally through the mail, so anybody in the world can participate. I have honorary Kentucky brown coats in Sweden. I have one in Guam. I have the UK. I have several different states here. Drax in Connecticut. I've got Drac as one of my honorary brown coats. And so if you guys are interested, I will have information up for that, and it comes with swag and mystery mail because everything comes through the postal service. So that's the kind of thing that I love doing, is where I can combine my art and combine my writing, because I can script the whole thing, make fake characters for everybody, because everybody will get their own persona. And I have my stash of supplies already for it that I've been ordering. And then swag like stickers and t-shirts, and I'm working on patches currently too.
Hey, Mom.
Hmm.
Because I think you would have fun. Do you want to get one of these for when we do the stream? So you can wear it.
Oh, do Kenku? No. No. Don't tempt me.
I know you would do it.
Well, yeah, because Mom, have you met
That's
me?
why I'm showing it to you. Because like, I don't want it to happen.
It's like, have you met me? Crazy.
Because it'd be so funny.
So what'd you order, Anchor? Glad you're finally getting to eat. It's midnight for you, though.
Oh, I'm sending you the PNG files, by the way, for the stickers.
Okay, thanks.
I forgot to tell you that earlier. So
Yeah, because I want to order those stickers.
Yeah, I'm sending them. I will be sending them to
And
you.
if you've got all that stuff on there and you've got your logo and stuff on there, then I can
I've got the logo.
go ahead and order it tonight.
I've got the logo and names and everything.
Okay, good.
I only.
Okay, so this one is done except for my Bailey goat, my ram. Add some more grass in here. Might add in some more stipples in a couple of places here. And of course, when I put the whole thing together, I'll look around the edges and see where I'm at to make sure everything matches up. My daughter's over here blowing kisses at me.
Because I can't give you kisses right now. But hi Twitch, bye Twitch. Love you, Mom.
Love you too, baby.
I'm gonna probably actually read and then probably pass out.
Okay. Yeah, we're off tomorrow, no class, so I've got Twitch in the morning, but I don't have classes or anything. I don't have tutoring this week.
Cool. Can you possibly run to go drop off mail?
The what?
Can we drop off mail?
Drop off mail? Yes. We're gonna drop off mail because I have
Stuff that needs to go out.
bumper stickers and stuff to go out,
And
and
I'm sorry, but that one bumper sticker, I just saw it. It is hilarious.
which one? The one I did?
The new one.
Oh. Yeah, so I got the new bumper stickers in. So this one is for
So I haven't seen that
my
one
brown coats, my firefly people. This is Don't Be a Reaver, Wash Your Goriam Hands. And Captain Says So. And then I got this one for my non-Firefly people, this is wear a mask like it's Halloween. Stay well, stay safe. So I have both of those. So I'm mailing out a bunch of these tomorrow. Which reminds me, I gotta mail one out to put that one in Drax package. So, and then the other stickers will come probably in the next couple of weeks. So I'm very excited. I like when I get stickers, because especially when I posted the brown coats and I have like 50 orders.
I can't wait. I'm gonna post my stickers on my Instagram.
Oh my gosh, your stickers are gonna just...
I'm gonna post them on my Instagram.
So she made up this character
Do you want to show her on there?
for D&D.
I can bring her up.
I've got her. And
Already
I already got it.
got it. Okay.
So she made a chibi version. This is my daughter's artwork. So this is gonna be her new sticker.
I love her so much.
So I think you need to make stuff like this, the chibis, for your
I'm gonna do
for
that
your
for
Twitch
like the
channel.
really, I'm gonna probably
Your Twitch
do,
and your Discord.
Well, I'm probably gonna do that for like the really big NPCs that people like for the D&D
Yeah.
group. I did her because
But I thought she
already
was so
drew
cute.
her,
I'm
and I
so
thought
proud
she
of
was
her
so cute.
skills with Procreate. She's been working on it.
I thought she was the cutest.
She is. She's very cute. Need to order
She's
those
so
stickers.
huggable.
I know. I'm gonna be plastering her on everything.
I've had a couple people already tell me that they want to kidnap her.
Kidnap her in game.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like she's like a little halfling. It's great.
Little nerdy plant witch.
Yep. But yeah, I'm actually sending her final to you.
Yeah, go ahead and send me the final PNG and I'll get that in the order
so
tonight.
Excited. So excited.
I'm still wow over her compared to the last time you were drawing on the iPad, because I know it took a little while to get the hang of it. So I'm gonna move on from this page for right now and go to the next one up. And actually, do I want to add any shading on here? I think I'm gonna add some shading. So I'm not coloring it, but I have been adding some shading. I was telling everybody earlier, these are the Derwent, actually no, these are the Rembrandt Lyra out of Germany. And they are shades of gray colored pencils. So I can add in some of the gray shading and still leave it to be colored by people. And the biggest thing with colored pencils is layering. Because if you layer it, it gives it a really nice effect. And I love these pencils. They're soft. So they blend well. I get a really good contact with these. And I'm always basing my shadowing on the idea that the sun is in the top right corner of my page. So what all do you guys want for emojis for the channel? Are they officially called badges here? Is it badges or emojis or... Because I will draw whatever you guys want. I haven't properly broken this pen in. And just in case, I'm going to move my map. I don't want my fountain pen bleeding all over it. So let me know when you guys want for badges, because I'm in the process of working on those now when I'm not doing my map. Okay, so the next one, I'm going to leave that one to last, I think. This one is pretty much done. Need to do a couple things with that. This one I can add to. So I actually want to do some shading on here. So what's the longest you've ever streamed, Anchor? Excuse me. That startled me. Because I know you were, it sounded like that was the longest you'd gone in a while today. Thank you. And you're fairly new, because I know you had said something about 50 days, right? Was that how long you've been on Twitch, period? Or was that... Or what was the 50 days? Yeah, the longest I did was that one where you and I were in doing the map class. Build with the tree house, the tree village. That was like 5 hours. The highlight for it is the only thing that's up now, so I don't think I have a copy of that. And I had wanted to keep it for the kids and post it to YouTube, but I don't think I have access to it anymore. I didn't think about it. I'm so used to, when I do something that it's still there, and then Twitch, this whole live streaming thing, I've got to remember that, it's not going to be there forever. It's going to go away after a while. So if I can get access to it, then I'll stick it up on YouTube. I'd meant to do that before and just zoned on it. So I don't think I'm going to get through the whole thing tonight. I think it'll be close. I know the wording I still have to add, and I'm going to do that off camera. So I got to figure out what I'm going to write. So, but that's one way I can do it. And still do it like a regular zine, because the biggest thing is, since I can't print double-sided, or I can't print the map double-sided, I have this area that's, the other side of the page is going to be blank. So, unless I put something on it, and then it'll work just fine. But so I'm trying to think what kind of content, and it could be instructional, or I could do a story. Ooh, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Ha 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 ha. I will do the story of the map. Yep. That's what I'll do. So on the other side, it's going to be the story based on this map, like I do with my my other map series. The one that has the Worlds Apart series that has the audio files. So yes, that's what I'll do. which in that case, if that's what I'm going to do, I'm adding a cave in here. Because cave. Yeah, that's where the panda tour lives. I've got to come up with a story for him now. Because cuteness. One thing I don't like about mechanical pencil is that eraser always slides. I have to be careful. The last thing I want to do is rip a hole in my paper. I'm sounding low again. Might just need, I needed to take a sip of water or something. Yeah, I'm getting to the point where I'm not really tired. I mean, I am, but not like I can't stream anymore, kind of tired. Let's see, actually, if I have my brush pen. Otherwise, it's going to take way too long to cover that. Got one. Thinking I had another. Yeah. So in case this bleeds, I'm going to move the rest of that. Staying away from the edges in case it bleeds. Get the most of it with this, and then I'll get the rest of it with the other pen. So yeah, I bled through a little bit so it was a good thing. Good thing I didn't have that under there. This is a 0.1 micron, so, or the 1 micron. I think that's pretty good. I like how that came out. So, add a few more details here. I don't want to go overload with the details, but I do want to add in enough. Make sure I got all of them. Okay, so I'm probably going to make this all sand, or the majority of it sand. Oh, Drac, were you in when I showed the glom spin earlier? So I was going to say I showed part of what I drew this morning. I'm going to paste it into Scrivener. So that I have it in there. Excuse me. I think it's about pumpkin time for me. I've been trying to get to bed earlier because there for a while I was getting, when I was working on stuff for the one client, I was staying up way too late. So I've started trying to go to bed a little earlier. That way I can stream tomorrow and not feel like I can't think. So I think I'm gonna call it. I think I'm gonna call it here in a few minutes. I don't know that I'm actually gonna make it till 10 o'clock. Because the last thing I want to do is get tired and make mistakes on this. Granted, I can clean up and am already planning to clean up a couple of things in Photoshop just to make the final file really crisp. But the less repair work I have to do for it, the better. Oh, I've done that. I've been working on something in my sketchbook. Thankfully, it was just a doodle or a journal entry or something. And I had dozed off, and I woke up, and there was this big line across my page. It's like, yeah, no, I don't need to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna finish up the details on these rocks, and then I'm gonna crash. Well, not really crash. I'm gonna go draw in bed on my iPad and sit up for a little bit, probably to wind down. But and I might actually figure out some description for some of those areas in that story for tomorrow. It's gotten good response in critique. So that's nice. It still's a little thick. I think I was using my other pen. I will correct it in Photoshop. I'm still okay for a couple of minutes, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna stop here in a minute. This kind of line work, if my hand's a little shaky, it's actually good. Yeah, I was definitely using the 0.5 for this, the 0.05 for the stipple. Because I was looking at this and I'm like, that's really heavy comparatively. So I'll fix that in Photoshop because I want it gentler than that. So, okay. So, thank you so much for joining me. Let me switch around and say goodnight proper. Oh. So, you get to see me in my glasses. my little matronly look here. I just need the bunny ears now. But thank you all so much for following me and for hanging out with me and watch me draw. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you. Stay well, stay safe. I stream again tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. with my Wordy Wednesday with my writing. Bring 3 to 5 words with you to contribute to the story. I have to use them in the tense they were provided. And it's a vocabulary building exercise that I have my word list on my Discord. So if you want to join my Discord, which Jack, if you could pop that in there for me, I will post the word list as I do it, and you guys could either do a flash fiction piece or a chapter every week and follow along with me. The book is going to get published by the end of the year probably because we're going through critiques simultaneously with it. And Discord. But join the Discord. The word list is there. Anything that's WW is Wordy Wednesday, and collab list is the actual thing up there. But I will be writing tomorrow morning, so if anybody wants to join me, and those that contribute to it will actually get their name in the acknowledgments in my book. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for all the follows and the raid, and everybody have a good night. Stay safe.